Good morning. Thank you so much for joining on this Devo. As you can tell, we're not at the church. We're out in the woods, and I just wanted to share just a different perspective of just life. And one of that is deer hunting for me. I love to deer hunt. I love being out in these woods. I've grown up in these woods. This is where I do majority of my hunting, majority of the walking, and just trying to figure things out. And I was thinking of all the times that I've spent. I can go back to all the fun memories of just the hunts. Right over here is where I shot my big buck last year. Right over here is where I've shot some other animals, and where we go squirrel hunting and we go turkey hunting. And the thing is, I've never slowed down to think about all the bad hunts. I don't really, we don't look at the negative things. We don't look at the times where we just weren't feeling it. And to be honest, as a hunter, there's been times where I've been up in the stand and I just did not feel it. And one of the times I'll never forget, talking to other hunters, you pick up some different tricks of what do they do. And the one guy I talked to shot a really big buck. It's actually Chris Adams. You should talk to him about the story. And he said, man, you gotta wait until noon. And right around then, that's when a big buck might be cruising in. And I went up to the stand. I was in these woods. I was all set, and it got to be about 11:45, and just your whole body was just aching. I just wasn't feeling it, and I thought, man, this is never going to happen. This is never going to connect. This is never going to be, one of those successful hunting stories. So I stood up and I put the bow to the side and just started basically mentally shutting off of what was going on. And at that moment, one of the bigger 8 points of my career come walking out, and walked right back out of my life. As soon as he walked in, he walked right out. And if any of you have hunted, you know right exactly what I'm talking about. And it's no different in our Christian walk. Think about it. There's times where we go to church. There's times when we go to prayer meeting, and we're not feeling it. And the Lord is trying to talk to us. Even in just the moments of being here, we were slowed down for a second, and we were able to see a woodpecker, and just in his majesty, trying to go in after some food. But the thing was to slow down and to see that happen. There's times where we need to position ourselves at a prayer meeting, or to position ourselves at a church service, or to position ourselves at a time to read the Bible, to have a Devo, to have these moments. But then to really look for the Lord of what He has for us. And whenever I'm thinking of this, I'm reminded of Elijah. And Elijah he's in a sense, he's running from King Ahab. We know that at this point he has a death sentence. People are trying to kill him, and he goes up to the cave to get away, and he's running. And in this moment, it says this, and this is in 1 Kings 19:11. It says, Go out and stand before me on the mountain. This is the Lord talking to him. And Elijah stood there. The Lord passed by. A mighty windstorm hit the mountain. It was such a terrible blast that the rocks were torn loose, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there's an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake there was a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire there was a sound of a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in a cloak and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. We've been having an amazing time at prayer meeting right now, and we've been having an amazing time at church. The thing that's really been hitting me, that the Lord's been showing me, that I just wanted to share with you, is to slow down and to listen. People have been sharing their moments of how the Lord has been speaking to them as they slow down and listen, and how the Lord has been connecting different pieces because of the slowing down and listening. The Lord is there, and I know during this time, and maybe this is just for one person that's going through this, but maybe you're going through a spiritual depression in a sense, where you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling the things of church. You're not feeling reading the Bible. You're not feeling whatever it is. And I want to encourage you that in that time and not feeling it, to listen to the Lord's whisper. Because there's been other things in your life that you didn't feel, but you stuck in it and you got to see the end result. And if you would have quitted, you would have never been able to see what it is that the Lord had for you. And that's what I want to encourage you. Listen to the Lord's whisper. Keep on going to church. Keep on reading the Bible. Keep on going to prayer meetings. See what He has for you. Don't quit. Don't stop. Keep on going forward. Don't ever let the enemy speak into your life when the Lord has something for you. Don't give over to the enemy in any way, but continue to follow the Lord and what He has for you. And you'll see that it's life, and it's life abundant, and it's not in any way anything different. So again, I just want to encourage you, listen to the Lord's voice. Get in the Word. Get into what He has for you. Slow down. Don't let the other voices of this world tear you apart in any way, but just relax in Him and what He has for you. It might be that you need to go separate. You might need to go to a wooded area. You might need to go to a place in your house where it's just separate. Get into the Word. Get into what God has for you. And we ask in everything to seek the Lord with your whole heart.